Hi, it's Ann Gilbertson with Furniture Paints and Finishes, and today I'm going to show you how to use the Tinted Easy Wax. It comes in brown, pearl, and black, and I'm going to use this kitchen cabinet that we've already painted gray paint with the Chalky paints. I've done 2 coats on that. I've lightly distressed the edges, and now we're going to do the tinted wax on there. So I'm going to do each panel so you can get the different effect each of these tints gives to the piece. So this goes a long way. It's in an 8-ounce jar. You don't need a whole lot. These wax applicators are really handy. They're terry cloth and you can use them over and over again. And what I did with this, I just took the pad, make sure that you just buff it, brush it off to make sure there's no lint that might be on it, and then just run it under water. I squeeze it tight to make it so there's no more drips coming off of it, and that's how damp that you would want to use to have this applicator be to use this brown wax. So what I like about these applicator pads too is as I'm doing this piece, you'll see that if you put too much wax on with this side, you always have this side then to remove it. So I kind of call it wax on, wax off. And so let's go get started. I'm going to go around this way and show you the brown wax first. And I'm going to do the brown on this section right here. There's kind of lines dividing this. It's almost like a panel door. And so with the wax, the brown wax, all I'm doing is rubbing it on, and at first you're kind of like, oh, what's going on here, you know? But it's just getting started as far as moving it around and getting it into the nooks and crannies. See where all this distressing was? Now here's a piece that was missing. The veneer was missing on this cabinet, and as we go, it's starting to blend in where you don't even really notice that there was damage to this cabinet. Now if you start looking at this and going, oh, it's just too dark, I don't want it that dark, turn your pad around to this side and you can I can remove all of it if I want. If I just want a faint amount, just a little bit of brown showing through, it's up to you. You can adjust it and it's very easy to work with. Now when you get to anything that's like a nook and cranny like here and you're not sure how to get that in, my little trick is I take this portion, the seam of it, and I just dip that seam right in, and then I can get into those areas. Another thing you can use is just a little, like a little paintbrush, you know, one that you would use for like watercoloring or something. Works really well just to get it in those hard to reach areas as well. Okay, so I've done the brown wax and shown you that, but a lot of people, especially with grays, it's really popular right now to have gray cabinets with a little bit of the black antiquing coming through. So again, I just added the black to a plate. Again, you're going to want to make sure that your applicator pad is damp and that both sides are fully damp. And again, I'm going to just take this and dip it in, wipe it off at the side a little bit so you don't have too much on there. And then I'm going to just wipe it. I'm not having to rub or buff. So this is really a nice look if you want more of a driftwoody look to your cabinets. And that would be the black tinted Easy Wax. So I've done the brown tinted wax on this side and then the black on the far side. And now in the middle I'm going to show you what the pearl looks like. Now the pearl tinted wax is really a neat product because it gives that more industrial look. If you're looking for to work with grays and you want to make it more metallic looking or industrial, then the pearl is really a good choice for that. It's giving it that little bit of an iridescent shimmery look, and I'm applying it the same way with the damp wax applicator. Now all of these waxes can also be used together. So if you decided that you wanted to put the black on top of the brown, you can do that. You can put I could do the pearl over this black and just kind of give it a little bit more dimension that way. So they're all interchangeable. It's fun to just kind of experiment and see what tints you like together to create a whole nother look. So that's as easy as it is to apply the pearl liquid wax, and you're all done. So now I've applied the brown Easy Wax Tinted, the pearl, and the black, and so you can see the different effects. Also, let me just show you this because this is the fun part. This is your after of how much fun it looks that way, and that's what we were working with to begin with. Big difference.
Hey, that was fun.